All right, so like day 3 or 4 now on the Jag. Everything's power washed and sandblasted what we needed to. Some of the brake booster juices have gone down onto the firewall there and pitted it pretty good. So we had to sandblast a little bit of that. So just stripping the rest of the stuff out, taping stuff to get it out of the way so that we can kind of body work it. We'll pour 15 some of the bare spots and the rusty spots, and then we'll get the paint coat, and we'll have to dust a little bit of the gray in so that the engine bay looks good for the new motor. There it is. What? Yeah. It sounds great because I can't hear it. Don't you love this? So this is the brake booster and pedal setup. This is what actually leaked and kind of peeled all the paint off the engine bay. So we think it's still good. We got to take it apart, take it off the pedal assembly, and then blast and clean this up. And we're gonna metal ready it, the Pour 15 metal ready, to try to neutralize anything that's still on there. Probably won't last forever because once the brake fluid gets into the metal, it's pretty much impossible to get paint to stick long term. But we're gonna do the best we can, clean it up, and this will look good. And then while we're at it, we'll hit all the spots that kind of pitted and looked really nasty and that had a little bit of rust coming through. So we'll take care of that, and then it's sand it and dust it in with the body color. If any of you beautiful followers out there are thinking of doing the Jaguar V8 conversion, get yourself this book. Now, we did our XJ6 conversion quite a few years ago before we found this book, and it would have saved us a lot of time. This thing is really a great book. It goes through basically the parts you can use from the original Jag, to what wires you plug in, what you can cut out of the harness. This is the manual basically to do it, and it works out great. So get yourself this book if you are thinking on doing a Jag V8 swap. Okay, awesome. Over the past few days, we've been prepping and taping and kind of getting it ready for the top coat. So we did a base clear of the body color on the engine bay, and it came out awesome. There's a little bit of imperfections because we didn't really body work the inside fender wells or really anything. It was just sanding and prepping some of the rust and then shooting it. But we actually used a undercoating, textured undercoating on some of the rougher spots that had a lot of surface rust and pitting. And then we sprayed it over with the base coat. So it looks like a little bit of a textured undercoat that's body color, so that looks really good. And then a lot of it is covered by the heat shields. And then just the exposed stuff here looks really good in a base clear. The color is almost right on. Looks a lot nicer than the outside color. But we're really happy with it, so now we can take all the tape off and actually start putting stuff in it.